Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Tuesday, number 21 day for this month of May 2024. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king, Lukong. Una welcome to another episode of our daily podcast, a program where it bring una the truth, it bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our country people at home and abroad, our IDPs, refugees, I bring una all liberation greetings. The 20th May, it don't come and it don't pass. The vast majority of our people, they don't demonstrate a rejection of this fraud, a day of shame called the National Day of Cameroon, a day where an illegal, unconstitutional act was done to dismantle every protection that East Cameroon, which is what we want to call Ambazonia, was dismantled and put our people in peril, and today we are suffering from the consequences of that illegality. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, if there is any verdict on where our people stands, their behavior this 20th May demonstrate exactly the clear picture of what is going on. 98% of our people stay at home, rejected and do not want any part to do with the celebration of this 20th May, this National Day. We are living in a war of two realities. While our people stayed at home, in the streets of Kumba, in Munya, Mutengene, Bamenda, Wum, Ekona, Victoria. In the grandstand, there was also a strange phenomenon that is familiar with us. A few groups of elites, protected and heavily guarded by the Cameroon military, staged a propaganda 20th May celebration that was void on any spectator. The population was not there to observe or to participate in any meaningful way in the stage 20th May celebration or National Day celebration in Cameroon. We are living in two realities. Our population is disconnected. They don't want to be a part. They do not respect and they don't celebrate 20th May or the National Day of Cameroon because of this fraud. We will come to that. But first, we want to update our people with what is happening on the ground.
May 2024, Bafut 7 kata live. You see, May 24 that the military come that they don't put their flag. They want for march. No celebration of 20 May for inside Bafut, inside Ambazonian land. 7 kata live, 7 kata live. You know, go hold. Go.
The Bafut 7 kata carry out a brazen attack targeting Cameroon, their military parade for around the Bafut airport using an IED where it set the Cameroon military to run away, and any prospect to stage 20th May celebration came to a completely end. In Batibo, the ADF was not away from the action. Let's listen.
Today, the 20th of May 2024, this one are Commander Exhaust from the Momo Hit Force under Major General Sumanguru. Now, Njinikom this, now Joe offices, no movement, no activity that they take place this morning time. Without man for day first, boy then they around. Or they already get information, say they around. They around enter inside us, no man they come out. None of them never come out. Now we just come down this so as another cell. Now in this AGF life, we Commander is all we Scott. Omega on a day line.
Yes, our
JP.
So, a tale of two different forces Una hear genuine Ambazonian fighter them. Bafut 7 kata, wey for the past 4 years, they never come for raise any fund for Ambazonia. They never demand for raise any fund. They never collect any liberation tax for Bafut. They never hold 1 man for Bafut, say me them pay liberation tax. Now the group that way they don't carry out attack una see video, una see explosive, una see how Cameroon they kelebe them run with food. For the other side, you get Ayabacho a group where they under Sumanguru now. Their own, they make videos say they go for Widukum, they show place Cameroon military day. Wait to be their own action. Then turn na this walking talkie. Talk say, hey, JP, how you there for your side? He say, hello, I there for my side. This one at the group where they don't collect $2 million for Ambazonians them. Last week alone, Ayabachoka announced and said they don't collect how much. I think that's $6,000 or something like that, whatever the case. Now the one that now their action this for can make Nollywood movie, make believe, play with Ambazonia them. So when I need to understand where it go on, why the genuine Ambazonian fighter the way they fight, they no get no political affiliation. The Bafut 7 kata, their general, they be stand for ground to say they don't want them anything to do with any Ambazonian organization where they for diaspora because of the corruption them. They be decide for align themselves with the APLC or the group we call for Ground Zero. Their coordinator them they so one and they for different group them as then did and the way we then did, but now the group then that way they fight. For inside Boyo, we also get the news where they claim say our forces them they don't kill La Republique their mayor we na the one Mr. Ngong when a mayor for inside Bafut for inside Boyo, and one for tell our people them say we need to be careful, we need to be upright and honest. Our forces them for inside Boyo, we know say some of them fisty can claim say that they kill this mayor and the other delegate will be there together with them. The physical claim because we will not be honest people them. But we need to understand something. The killing of this particular mayor is what we have determined not to be an Ambazonian attack. This is a false flag attack. The Ambazonian, the attack where our forces them for Ground Zero, the United Forces them for Boyo, led by Major General Fimasha Nji, then carry out an attack for Njinikom. We'll nobody get the video for that attack according to our people, the way they within those forces them, where they give us the information for which way they happen. So the attack where they don't kill this mayor. When I remember say the mayor no be the bad one, no be that snake one way gang Dennis way all man one me then kill him. This one na one way he nobody ever support Cameroon army directly. He nobody ever can stand for public he talk say me then catch Ambazonian soldier them. Then go kill na this one where they come not far from a place where Cameroon military then did it. Then shoot he and another delegate, Cameroon delegate. They no kill one Cameroon military man way they be the protector. Una ask una self, any Ambazonian group go they way go kill some administrator. The administrator they would security guard them. Then kill na only the 2 civilian the way they for day. The security guard they no get no scratch. So these are just fake attack. Why the attack for inside Njinikom, the attack for Bafut 7 kata, now the real attack against Cameroon military, we must not come to claim things just because we want to claim. Nevertheless, we believe say attack where they even be carried out by this mafia where they go on, they also help our struggle for go forward because without it shows say the problem is there and not only negotiated settlement it go fit stop this war until our people then go get justice. They no go ever accept for stop or for delegitimize groups them for carry arms and the environment for such activities for the go on. We need to know the truth. Only this truth shall set us free. So Unaran see the clear picture. Ayabacho he announced the attack will happen for Boyo. He no even mention the Itoxin Ambazonia attack without even knowing who carried the attack. And he no even mention, as he always do, he no ever mention the name for any Ambazonia group because he go right later begin sending for diploma then talk na ADF. He go see claimant whether on like him or not because na thief man. Na man we no get honor, na man we no get dignity. He own group after collecting all those 1,000 them, he and Lucas they will share them with the SG. They will share that money. At the end of the day, the people the way they fight for ground where they fight for ADF because ADF soldier then they for inside Bui. where them fit fight. You get no mercy. But now how many gun did I ever give for he? He go still the borrow na a cousin the way they never be warrior. Their gun they can't stand for a back. While the rest then they chop money. When I ask and say how come Ayabacho go disturb first of all thing the way na Tangan Jipo they organize them. When I ever see disturb some CPDM thing for Bamenda. So that is the reality of our struggle. I go come down for policy, for explain for our population, the policy of the People's Right Advocative Platform. Because this organization are the hope for our people. Them. This is the only hope. One of the things we will need to understand, we would not talk on plenty time. Now say the fighting for ground zero, it is useless now. Why is it useless? Only a fighting where you get a political wing, where it be organized, it be effective, and it be competent and capable for deliver the political goal, fi help we or fi make the fighting be meaningful. All the Ambazonian organization where they be created at the beginning of this struggle have been transformed to partisan group that are acting like political parties even when we don't have a country. There is no hope in these groups that they can be capable of giving us any diplomatic solution. Look for Chris Anu, either already open the embassy where no fi issue visa. They call himself the president. Look at Sako, the amount of money he has eaten in this struggle shows you that he put his personal wealth ahead of the country. The only better one way for fish stand up Seseko, La Republic don't catch him. When I look at Ayabacho, na a con man. Ayabacho is a scum. It's a scumbag. Na person where you na either take picture, bandage he head where we know day for day. With the hand where they be knocking for fight for bar. Can't talk in La Republic their army but one catch. So this is not somebody who can put his personal interest behind. He is fighting for his delusional image of himself. That's why everything they publish, it must be his picture. If you put somebody else's picture, you have problem with him. So this is the situation of our struggle. Our fighters on the ground, for the most part, are being influenced, 90% of them, by economic interests or by La Republique du Cameroon agents using those economic interests. That is what is going on. The biggest fight we are having of the death of Cameroon are all false flag attack for the most part. But there are veritable, brave Ambazonian groups that continue to battle the enemy fiercely, like what you have seen in 7 Kata, what you have seen the only bro they do. But this group themselves, even when they align themselves with Ambazonian organizations, are not under their command and control. That is why you see our General Saigon, he will reject what the only bro is doing. The only bro will reject them. One will take decision to block road, the other one will ask him to open it. But the people who are supposed to be, they align themselves with like the Sako, they'll have nothing to say or nothing to do with their action. Now that they have had a false flag attack in Manu, out of a sudden, this idiot guy who called himself Willie, who have destroyed this struggle, he came out now to start to claim groups that he doesn't even know their genesis. This is the state of our liberation movement. That is why the People's Right Advocacy Platform have decided that the military option, which cannot lead to liberation by force, is not the paramount priority. That does not mean that we reject groups that decides to fight. No, we do not reject them. We continue to still support them, to support them morally and to advise them and to encourage de-escalation as much as it is practically possible in ground zero. You people should know our stand. Our stand is that the Ambazonian dark forces, they are in de-escalation mode. We have heard cessation of hostility. We have accepted cessation of hostility, and we have taken the posture of self-defense on our personal basis and not to engage in war effort not because we want La Republique to reciprocate. We hope they can reciprocate. We wish they will reciprocate. But the main objective, the primary reason why we have taken this decision is not because of La Republique. It is because it is part of our effort to gain international support for an objective that will secure the independence of Ambazonia. We don't trust La Republique yesterday. We don't trust them today. We cannot trust them tomorrow. We will only get international support before we will get a solution. Without a solution, our people will continue to fight regardless. So we have taken the stand for the reasons we have taken, and our people have to understand this position. People should not mistake our critique on our fighting in ground zero to mean that we do not support it, or we do not support it morally, or we do not accept it, or we don't understand the importance of resistance on the ground. We people should make this distinction. The enemies and the scavengers will continue to try and attempt to distort us, misrepresent us. They have tried everything to come out with stories to lie that Capo Daniel have killed people in Ground Zero, make up all stories, but it does not work because we are honest people. We stand on the truth and we are the light who will continue to prevail. You cannot lie your way to defeat somebody. It will never work. It has never worked, no matter how many times you repeat. We have our clean hand. We have never committed a war crime. We are fighting for the right thing. We believe that only by fighting in the right way can we make success. So, fellow Ambazonians, we go take una still for the issue for 20th May, as we talk. 20th May na a big fraud. We don't get a lot of feedback from our people then. We talk so we must put for una very important message concerning 20th May, where we will not be get enough time for highlight them last time. This is what our people have to know. The 20th May, we is celebrating the National Day for Cameroon. Cameroon, as we tell now, na a country where it be formed for 1961, when the former Southern Cameroon it be joined with the former French Cameroon. They be form a federation, a federal republic. This one country it be been a new country where it get a sovereignty. For this new country, if we get a president, when a commander for French Cameroon their side, if we get a vice president, where a commander for Southern Cameroon their side. The president, he be on top of the government, he be at the head of the government, but he no be control some jurisdiction them for inside West Cameroon and for inside East Cameroon. Initially, Ahijo, he be the control, act like the president and the prime and the head of the government for East Cameroon. Why Jongo Foncha he be the function in the same capacity? Because the constitutional arrangement, no be completed, they be a work in progress. So for 1964. They be decide say Jongo Foncha if he no go to act in two positions as well as Madu Ahijo he no go to act in two positions. So they appoint Jongo Foncha, he appoint Joa to be the Prime Minister of Southern Cameroon, while Amadou Ahijo appoint Charles Asaye for be the Vice President of West Cameroon. So the two of them now they take the national leadership, while the other two people them they take the federal leadership. This is what was going on, and it be very important. We're gonna know what happened for the mafia for 20th May. So what happened for 20th May? I say the law for that one Cameroon will be already created. That new Cameroon will be already created. If it talks that they not change the constitution, where it will affect the form of the state. But Amadou Ahijo it become say one take which way they call him say a revolution. For transform the country from a federal system into a unitary system. And if we give a reason them why. But we no say it no be get anything to do with local politics. Now because if we travel for France, the France BCC will get petrol for Southern Cameroon with them one time. So then decide for scatter the whole country without consulting our legal representative when our parliamentarian them, where they be there for House of Parliament. The French government, they no be consult, and Amadou Ahijo, he no be also consult the parliamentarian them for West Cameroon. Then too, they no be consulted. Normally, under the constitution, because no constitution, no the way they no fit change them. If you want to change this clause for the federal constitution, you be need for get a consultation and get direct referendum from the people themselves. That means the people them for Southern Cameroon, therefore, they be need for Sidong decide by themselves whether they go accept them in their own house. While the people them for West Cameroon, then too be need for be consulted because you get two equal partner them. Then they go bring them for their parliament, whether the parliament go vote them or make the law give them vote them for general election for referendum, or the parliament go vote them first within themselves, or they go accept which way their leader, Jongo Foncha, Joa, no be Jongo Foncha again, Joa, he go talk them. They will consider them adopt them for parliament. So that was supposed to be the procedure to change a constitution if that constitution needed to be changed. Therefore, we get a general referendum on that constitution by popular mandate for fee overturn them because no law no for the ground with no fear amend them. That was a procedure that they were supposed to take. Only Southern Cameroon was supposed to vote in East Cameroon. only East Cameroonians were supposed to vote. That means West Cameroon and East Cameroon were supposed to have separate decision on whether they want to change that law. And then they will come now to see if there is objection. If one side agree, it will not, and the other side reject it, it will not still work. The constitution could not still be changed. So it required individual self-determination on both sides to be able to change that constitution. But Ahmadu Ahidjo called it a revolution. That means he decided to set aside those two things and then decide to carry out an election to create a new unitary state of Cameroon. The leadership of East Cameroon and the leadership of West Cameroon, they be choose not to exercise their leadership power to challenge Ahmadu Ahidjo. Jua and Jongu Foncha, they had the power and the authority to reject the proposition of the revolution by Ahmadu Ahidjo, and they choose to go ahead. They actually congratulated Ahmadu Ahidjo after that election, after that referendum. Jua and Foncha, they had the right to instruct and lead our parliamentarians who were elected and tell them not to participate. They choose not to. All of our parliamentarians and all the parliamentarians of East Cameroon, they voted in that referendum to change the constitution. That act itself did not follow the law. It was illegal. It was wrong. Wrong according to what? According to the law that was in the constitution. But because something is wrong does not mean that it is not lawful. It is not legal. Sorry, it can be unlawful, but it is legal because the authorities that take their decisions were the legitimate representation of the people of West Cameroon and the people of East Cameroon. All of them participated. So even though it was unlawful, it was legal. If a parliament pass law, whether the law be wrong or not, that law becomes law of the land and that law will be implemented, even though the law is wrong. But the people have an opportunity to challenge the legality of that law, which Godjinka did, but it never made itself to the Constitutional Court, which the law itself at that time have placed as a legitimate body to decide on constitutional matter. When it comes to the constitutionality of a law, only the Supreme Court can make a final decision or a decision that can be applicable in terms of constitutional consequences. So we need to understand, say, even though it will be illegal, and the reason why we need to do away with this 20th May, because it not represent Cameroonians, it not represent East Cameroonians or West Cameroonian, it represents now France. Now France Afrique take over of the country where we get them. For become now for the subject we introduce their policy the way they do them for the rest of the France Afrique for extract our resources them. We need to understand them. So that action in be being say the East Cameroon separate from the West Cameroon or West Cameroon separate from the East Cameroon, it will be a France Afrique taking over. It will be described by our elites at that time as a constitutional coup d'etat. A constitutional coup d'etat not against us, not for us, not for the West Cameroon or East Cameroon. It was for France. We have to know the meaning and the truth behind all these things and not get into our own delusion. And no say the extremists them for our struggle, they kind of talk say Capo Daniel, you call winner say Anglophones, you need to call winner, you talk say Ubina West Cameroonians. Ambazonia should understand that Ambazonia, the name Ambazonia is only aspiration. It is not yet the name of our territory. The legal name of our territory is West Cameroon. That is why they call it Northwest and Southwest. That is how the world know us. Ambazonia is aspirational. We are Anglophone. And make una notice and say the hardliners them be always with the side of the Atangi Paws and the people who are trying to destroy us and to push us into war. When this war be start in activity, the Cameroon government and the hawks of war like Atangi Paw, they were saying there is no Anglophone problem. Our people were saying that we are Anglophones. Today, Ayabacho and his hardcore group are saying that we are not Anglophones. So you people can see the contrary. They are now taking us to go towards Atangi Paw direction. So you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. 20th May is a fraud, and is what we must all fight against. It is a day we must dismantle. Our leaders have failed us. They failed to stand up against France Afrique, and today we must bear responsibility and take action to reverse this thing positively. What type of action shall we take? Shall we follow the actions of hardcore hardliners who are aligned with Atanganjipo, who are going to put us in a perpetual cycle of violence with no headway, with no ending, people who are dishonest, fraud, and scum? Or we are going to stand with the light and stand on solid legal ground to be able to make a way forward and progress to our people? We of the People's Right Advocative Platform, we have stand on the truth, we have stand on strong foundation to be able to make progress to our people as they deserve it. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.